Përshëndetje motra.
Mirë se keni ardhur në Trime Podcast.
I'm Lejla.
I'm Leonarda.
Welcome home. We've had a bit of a knockback this week, haven't
Yeah,
we?
we have. One of a close person that we've been working with for a few months now.
Yeah, a good few months now. Me and Dan were trying to remember how long it's been, but like since August, right?
Yeah, since August.
Yeah, July, August, something like that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're unwell.
Yeah.
And it's not like, oh, I've got a cold. It's very, very unwell. And they've had to step back.
Yeah.
And we are devastated.
We literally only got the news this morning as well.
Yeah.
And it's someone who's been guiding us a lot. They're not even here in the UK. They're overseas in America. I guess you could say she definitely has been like a mentor to us for the last few months. And getting the email this morning was hands down, I gutted. There's no other way to describe it. Absolutely gutted that she's going through this herself first and foremost. And guys, that we felt like we met someone that got it. They understood it. She understood us. She understood the vision, and we're devastated to lose her. Yeah, absolutely devastated to lose her.
So devastated, but also because she allowed us to grow within 2 months.
Oh my God, yes, so much so.
And she said that she was like, the day that I met you, you guys were like talking, Trime's this, and it just felt so nice to have someone that actually gets it.
I think whilst we believed in it and we believed in ourselves, I think when you've had so many like knockback after knockback, being isolated from, the community just for doing this kind of work, meeting her she gave us like all of this even more belief, that yes, you are absolutely doing the right thing and, you're in your purpose and you should be doing exactly, this is the work that you both should be doing. And she made us feel very unfuckwithable, actually, is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, and she put so much more motivation, so much more motivation and oomph in our own selves.
Yeah.
She really, because she saw me and you and how our personalities are so different, and she's like, you'd be great at this and you'd be great at this and you should do this, and I see you girls here and I see you girls there, and it made us think, fuck, we could actually go.
I think she made me realise that we'd been playing small.
Yeah.
That we had been really playing small and not bigging ourselves up enough. We have been underselling ourselves, basically. And meeting her and just the guidance that she's given us the last few months, she made me realise like, oh my God, what we're doing here is huge. I knew it was big, but this is real shit, like she gave me the belief to be like, we absolutely can do this and we are so deserving of this too.
And she also really cemented the idea, well, not the idea, but the fact that Trime, as much as everyone thinks Trime is me and you, and it wouldn't survive without one of us. It needs both of us, because everything that Trime is our personalities intertwined. It's like the yin and yang. Without one, there is no.
Well, yeah, I think she kind of gave us the permission to just fully be ourselves. Yeah. And it's not that we particularly hold back for any reason, but she came in and was like, you're authentic anyway, but I think you need to even be more yourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And she just made me believe like, like I don't need to doubt myself. I don't need to question myself. I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah. And also she made us, she's really put that belief in me that we belong in the big stage.
Oh my God, absolutely. But I told you that from the beginning. I've been telling you this from the beginning.
I know, but it's just, when you have someone, first of all, she isn't even Albanian.
No, she's not. No, she was American. That's the thing, like to have someone completely not from the community at all come in and be like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, well done. Let me help you. That was just something that, I'll be honest, I've never had that before in the sense of the work that we're doing in the community. We haven't had that, have we? And I think having that mentor she's ridiculously successful in her own life, and for her to see that in us, it meant so much.
Yeah, because as much as we've grown and we're successful in our own ways and we're really knowledgeable and intelligent, we unfortunately have been brought up in a community, in a culture, in a misogynistic society where women have to second guess themselves. And I think we were doing that unintentionally. I know I was.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but
Yeah,
I know I
because we've
was.
been taught from the moment we're born as Albanian girls to play small and to be humble
Exactly.
and to be a
Yeah.
wallflower, to be dainty,
Yeah.
to be feminine but not too feminine. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? We've always been taught to just stay small.
Yeah.
And I think what she did for me personally was remind me like I am that bitch. I really am that
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah. And she really, yeah, same. She instilled really like, Leo, you need to just, you need to take your mafia energy and use
Yeah.
it. And yeah, I'm going to miss her. I'm going to miss her
Yeah,
so
I'm really gonna
much.
miss her.
And I know she's going to watch this. And I really hope
I
that she
hope she does.
recovers.
Yeah, I hope she does.
She recovers and she stays healthy, because that is the most important thing. Unfortunately, health is priceless, and
Yeah.
that's what matters to both of us.
Absolutely. And, you know, like it's understandable and it's the right choice for her to make for herself, you know, for her recovery, for her family. Absolutely. Like that's a no-brainer. What she's left for us, the foundation, even though in such a short time, I don't know if she realizes what she did for us in such a short space of time, like the amount of just what she instilled in us.
Yeah. And it almost makes me really fired up to make her proud.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm like, oh, we're going to fucking
I
take
know,
this.
like every week we'd meet with her and we'd be like, this is what we've done this week, this is what we've done. She'd set us tasks and homework and we'd be like, this is what we've done, this is what we've done. And like she picked us up when we needed it. Like she'll, you know, constantly motivating us. She's going to be really sorely missed.
She was also really patient.
So patient, yeah.
So patient, and just instilling in us, well, what is important, what isn't important, where to spend our time, and remembering that it's basically me and you against the whole world. And we can do it, because if anyone can do it, we can do it. And I can't wait to, because I am going to send her updates every single time we
definitely
hit a milestone.
She's not going to get rid of us.
Like, hey girl, hope you're doing well.
Look what we did this week.
Look what we did.
Yeah.
Because I know that will make her really proud. And she was an angel. She is an angel, and she just walked into our life. And you're not walking out. Like,
no. You're not
stuck
gonna get rid
with
of
us
that
now.
easy. Yeah. I know in her email when she was like, "You're a dynamic duo," and I was like, "Oh, stop! I'm gonna cry."
No.
Honestly, I was so devastated. She is, I think, probably one of the best role models I've had in my life.
Same.
I can hands down say that.
She's like the older sister that we never had.
And you know what? This was what I was thinking about today. Was that I was like, "What is it about her? What is it? What is it?" It's that. There's not been many times in my life where I've had that instilled in me from an older woman.
Yeah.
And definitely not in our community.
No.
I think like I've been me personally, I've been downtrodden on so many times by women in our community
100%.
that not instilling that self-belief in me, you know, constantly being shamed for my choices and things like that. So for her to come in, whether she's Albanian or not, that's besides the point. The fact of the matter is she saw our worth.
Yeah.
And she came in and made us believe in ourselves even more. And I will never ever unlearn what she's taught us.
100%. And also, she did it out of her own free time.
Yeah.
And that leaves a massive mark with me and my heart, because I've never had anyone, especially women or men in our community, ever do something for me without giving something back.
Do you know, it's a little bit like, if someone from outside the community can see the worth in what we're doing, where the fuck is the rest of our community?
I guess it's complicated for a lot of women in our community. I mean, we both don't expect a lot of things from men. Like,
No, but do you
we
know what,
that.
Leo? I am expecting it now, because look at what we're doing. Look at what we've done in just over a year. Look at the impact we've made. So yeah, they should be here championing us.
Yeah.
Why are they the ones that decided to isolate us?
Because, Lejla, I'm going to say this. You keep this or you don't keep this. Okay?
Go on.
It's up to you.
Go on.
But honestly, because they know that they cannot bend us at their own will, unfortunately. And that's not exclusive to only our community. That's in every single community and every single society, company, whatever it is. When you have two women that you cannot bend to your own will and make them or go to a direction that you want, and you can't get something out of them, for example, speak about a topic that doesn't even relate to women or back down to their own beliefs, then why they don't want to wash their hands with us.
And you know what, you're so right. I think there's this huge fear, isn't there, amongst women in our community that they want to maintain their proximity to power so desperately that when there are women out there trying to do what we're doing and break the mold, or
Yeah.
defying just, all the standards, yeah, you're right. They will be there at the forefront with men completely trying to break the woman down.
Yeah.
Just to try and maintain some power and control for themselves.
Which is sad because it's internalized misogyny and that fear that you're speaking about. But unfortunately, that's the reality. And me and you have seen it day in, day out. We've seen it this whole past year. We've seen it. We're not broken because, thank God, we've got each other and we know where we're going and what we're doing. And we know who our center is, which is women that actually need this podcast, women that need reassurance, hearing us talk about topics or sharing stories that are sent to us, or even talking to women in the diaspora. Like, we had a really cool whole video that a TikToker put out and published on TikTok
I know.
about coming onto the podcast, which we cannot wait to have her.
Yeah.
But it's younger generations that are excited or just even feel honored to even come here.
Well, yeah, because their energy is tight. Like,
Yeah.
the younger generation, whilst they're still young and enthusiastic, they're tired of the bullshit.
Yeah.
So they're very much ready for the fight. Like, they're ready to do this. They're ready for like a
Yeah.
radical change and rebelling. I'm so disappointed that it hasn't been the same. Whilst we expected it, I can't lie and say that there isn't a level of disappointment that other members in our community don't share in championing this work.
Yeah, especially successful ones.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that could actually make the biggest impact. But again, fear and again, losing something that they're comfortable in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very hard. We both knew that we would be isolated in terms of our beliefs and what we think and, what we're talking about. And it came to fruition. We both predicted it.
We knew it from the beginning.
So it's not a surprise to us. But also, it's hard. It's hard to join women that are fighting for their own voice when the whole community could turn their backs on you and they thrive on the community. They don't want to isolate themselves because then they can't thrive off the community that they have built. But also, it's when you center women, and this is what I've seen. I mean, you probably agree with me. When you center women and you understand the struggles of women, when you center women, you unpack all of the misogyny, all of the patriarchy, and then you come head to head with, unfortunately, the system and the enemy. If you try to unpack it and go after it, everyone is going to come after you.
Absolutely. No, you're 100% right.
And in Kurski Godzem, the Kurnokia Tremresh, just sit down and be a coward.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then the thing is, this is where I'm torn because you're absolutely right. Of course you're right. They're terrified of losing whatever position they have in the community, terrified of not being close to the power themselves. I get it. And then in the same breath, I'm like, there's so much work that needs to be done. So much work with a different lens to how you would deal with men and perpetrators of GBVA. How you unpick that with women and the recovery work you do with women, especially with elder women in our community, it looks completely different.
Yeah. And you need a more mature person. Not that we're not mature, but I mean mature in age, someone that can relate so much better than both me and you. But again, it's like waiting for hell to grow a tree.
Right, but this
genuinely
is why the relationship we built with our mentor, why it all of a sudden reminded me, when you have something good finally and you're like, oh wait, this was really bad, everything else was really bad actually, and no, we don't deserve to be treated like that, and no, we don't deserve to be isolated, we don't deserve any of that. She brought me to a place of where I could no longer ignore what was happening in terms of our work. Do you know what I mean? Because I know we were like talking about it here and there, like, oh, why this, why that? But the way that she nurtured us made me realize the lack of nurturing that we've had elsewhere in our lives. And I don't think it's just with Trime, I think it's just in our lives, parents, grandparents, aunts, things like that.
Yeah, it's everyone, because unfortunately we've been left to our own devices and have had to build everything, our own emotional understanding of our own bodies, everything.
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 Like, we've had to build our foundations ourselves. The blueprint, we're doing it right now. I didn't have a blueprint growing up.
No.
What I saw being modelled in front of me was not healthy. So I can't take that as a foundation. It was completely broken.
Yeah. No, same. It's what I had growing up was work, and never actually have a minute to process everything that's going on. Just survive. Work for everyone else and don't actually take a minute for yourself. Make sure that everyone else is happy with you, but you are not. You are not allowed to know what happiness is because you're a woman, you're a girl. You've got responsibilities for everyone else, but you're not responsible for your own self. Everything has to be
you have to sacrifice
made.
everything. Yeah, absolutely.
Everything. And this relates to actually something that I saw on TikTok. Guys, I'm on TikTok all the time.
Be rude of us not to.
It was a post about the oldest daughter, and this specific, she's like a psychologist, and she studied oldest daughters, and she's an oldest daughter herself, and she said eldest daughters get really pissed off when you go to them and ask them a question which takes you 2 seconds to go on Google
to research yourself. Yeah,
because we've had to learn everything. And just like, one of my passions, which is web designing, I learned that all through spending hours and hours on teaching myself. No one actually sat down with me and was like, Leo, this is how you get a domain. Leo, this is how you embed this. This is how you code this in. No, I didn't get any of that. I just sat, watched hours of YouTube, read loads of documents, how you do this, how you do that, and found my way. And 99% of the time, I expect other people to do the same thing.
And sometimes I get questions like this all the time about starting something like an organization or a podcast. Now everyone wants a podcast because we did one. And like, we'll get messages like, oh, how did you guys do it? What's the process? The plan, my life, had it not been for all of those lived experiences, I wouldn't be here.
No.
You can't mimic someone else's lived experience. You have to find your own path and your own purpose. But as a community, we don't nurture girls like that.
No.
And I'm seeing it now in real time in my own life because of the relationship we had with our mentor, exactly what we have been missing growing up.
Yeah. And what you just said puts in perspective how men are cushioned throughout their whole life.
Oh my God, yeah, completely wrapped up in cotton wool, mollycoddled. Yeah, they're there. They're there, yeah.
Like, I see it in my own family. I've seen it in, unfortunately, my own husband. He's had to learn the hard way. I've seen it in every man, whether I know them or don't know them. I've seen it in interviews. I've seen it everywhere, where men are just coddled and they're spoon-fed. And let me hold your hand.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's all we do with men and boys in our community. Hand-holding and spoon-feeding.
And then when it comes to women, you're crazy.
Yeah.
I need to go to the doctors because I've got PCOS cyst. It's normal.
Yeah.
How the fuck is that normal?
Yeah. All of our suffering is normal, but men in our community, they can't suffer.
No, exactly.
Oh my God, dare they have one bad day. And it's all our fault, and it's down to us to make it better for them.
And then you're judged if you don't keep the house clean, if you don't have a career, if you don't have kids, if you don't drive a nice car, if you're not skinny.
Yeah, relentless.
If you're too skinny, you're judged. I don't know. You're constantly judged and you're constantly put in this box for a woman. But a man has the freedom of the whole world. We only have the freedom of literally 4 walls.
Yeah,
we might as
this
well just
one tiny box.
We're like in an asylum with imaginary 4 walls.
And it's funny because I was thinking about this the other day. I went out a couple of weeks ago with my cousins. And me and my cousin took a picture together, and I sent the picture to my mum. And we looked so cute. Like, it was such a cute picture. Like, we just both looked, chef's kiss. I sent it to her, and my mum's response, I shit you not, oi bi chatosite. And that was it. That was it. Nothing else. Just that's it. And I thought, isn't this like, our mums love the hardest and the deepest, right? And the most. And yet they will still be your biggest op as girls.
Honestly, yeah.
As girls.
They will critique you so much.
Yeah. And, like, girls in our culture, like, we have to be feminine We have to look presentable. We have to keep our nails well manicured.
Yeah.
We have to look good, like makeup wise, hair done, but we can't be too feminine because then
Yeah.
you're a whore. Because then you're provocative and men, oh my God, they can't be around women who are like that. You're provoking them to do what they're doing.
And then if you are too independent and if you are too focused on your career and actually focused on yourself and you're a bit more harsh as a person, not harsh, I just say, you know, you say your mind, then you're too masculine.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Because that's what someone said to me.
Who said that to you?
And I was like, thanks, that's a compliment. I will take
Who
it.
said that to you though? How dare they? No, absolutely. If you don't follow the rules, you're not traditional enough. You don't belong in the culture.
Yeah,
You are then, I keep going back to the same word. I feel like the theme of my life has been isolation. Because every time I unpick all of this bullshit, the only way I think sometimes that in terms of community wise, and it's not just here, it's a lot of different communities from different ethnic backgrounds do this to women.
Yeah.
The second they can't control women, their ultimate act of abuse is isolation.
Yeah.
We can't make you do what we want you to do. Bye.
But again, you know, I see that as power for us and weakness for them.
The thing is nothing that, you know, whatever people think about the pod, whatever they think about us, that's not my business. Like other people's opinions of me, of what we do here, that's absolutely none of my business.
Yeah.
That's not going to stop the work that we're doing. But it would be ignorant of us to ignore it completely, because at the end of the day, what we're doing here is unpicking that.
Yeah.
Is dismantling that. So whilst it doesn't affect us personally, and we're definitely not losing sleep over it, it does need to be addressed, because otherwise, how is change ever going to happen for women in our community?
Of course. And, you know, it always reminds me of, you know, growing up where you had like cousins and your parents would kind of compare you to each other, or your parents would be like, I keep cheeking who's
It was always someone else's daughter that was better than you.
Or I keep was gotch for flux. That's genuinely how I feel like with that kind of treatment.
Yeah.
It's like I'm comparing these two girls with everyone else. We know everyone else.
Yeah.
We know everyone else. With everyone else, because we do. We know, with everyone else. And whoever's going to bend, we like them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And whoever isn't,
whoever they can control.
Whoever isn't, we're just going to isolate them. But that's how I feel like. I feel like we are being compared to people. The ones that have isolated us have not had the guts to come up and say something, which... You know me enough, Lejla. Like, if I don't like something, I'm going to come up and say it straight to your face. I don't sugarcoat.
So you don't care,
I don't have anything to lose. I don't like you. Adios. Fuck you. Bye. Other charge. But I find it really cowardly if someone...
Yes, because it's really passive. And it's that insidious way of trying to control people when it's not overt. How do you, bullet by bullet point, prove that someone is doing this when it's not overt, when it's so underlying, and it's like boiling a frog in a big pot of water? I don't know if you ever heard the saying. It's like, how do you boil a frog? You put the frog in the pan, no water in the pan at first. You then add cold water, and the frog is like, oh, it's a bit cold, so you turn up the heat. You make the water warm, and the frog's like, oh, I like this. This is nice. It's comfortable. It's cozy in here. And you turn up the heat even more, and the water starts to simmer, and the frog's like, oh, getting a bit hot in here, but I think I could handle it. I like the heat because it's stuck in survival mode. And you keep turning up the fire bit by bit by bit, so that it's not done in one instance where the frog can be like, oh my God, I'm in danger. I need to get out now. It's done bit by bit, so underlying, so underhanded that you would miss it if you weren't looking properly or if you didn't know what to look out for. But the thing about me is I am a survivor. I'm a survivor of both in childhood and adulthood. I know exactly what to look out for. Other people might not see it. You might not see it to the naked eye, what passive aggressiveness looks like, what gaslighting looks like, but I see it in every space I go into, because it triggers my nervous system. Now I've got a lot better at managing that and coping that with years and years and years of therapy and work that I've done on myself, but I still see it because my body feels it, because my body knows.
Yeah. Just, it puts it in a lot of perspective. It makes me think of some of the events that I've done alone, because you've she's been somewhere else.
Listen, we're booked and busy. We're booked and busy.
And it's making me, it's like, you know, when like memories jump in your brain, you're like, oh my
You're
God, this
triggered
happened,
to other memories,
this happened, and this happened, and that pissed me off, but I called it out because I'm Leo, like, you know, all those kind of things, and I'm just like, fuck you, bro. Like, it makes you, I wouldn't say it makes me angry, it just makes me a bit more like, not even in a chore, like it makes me more motivated to just
because
keep going.
you see it, and once you see something, you
Yeah.
can't unsee it. So you note it down. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
I saw that. You don't always need to
Yeah.
make a big fuss about it either.
Exactly.
I saw that. Note it down. I have a black book. I have a black book, not an actual physical black book. It's an imaginary black book. And every time I see behavior like that, I will make a note of it in my black book, and I'll remember who did that, because I now know that that person's not a safe person. They can't be around me.
Yeah.
I've worked too damn hard, and I've spent too much money in therapy and in other forms of recovery work to undo the work, you know, like to undo everything that I've built, all the foundations that I've built in my nervous system. Just a little black book.
Yeah.
And I just note things down. And I'm like, that person is not safe. You go in the black book.
I wonder who is in your black book.
And you'll never know.
Oh no, bit by bit.
Yeah, bit by bit. Well, no, you will know, you know, but
I know all of you. All of you. All of you.
You know, because today is actually the 7th of October. Today's my 6-year anniversary of actually leaving my ex-husband.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
I don't know if I should congratulate you.
Yeah, it is I congratulate any woman that leaves a perpetrator, or any marriage, any relationship that she's not happy in and it's not serving her. So yeah, it's a congratulations, not just to me, but to any woman who's listening right now, who knows what that sense of freedom feels like, but also who has to live with the fallout every single day of the trauma, of the PTSD, of the depression, of the anxiety, of all of it, because it doesn't leave you. It stays in your body for good. And it's your responsibility as a survivor, and it's really shit because it's not your fault that it's happened to you. That will always be the perpetrator's fault, but it's now your responsibility to recover. And I've just done too much work on myself to allow anyone like that into our space. I won't do it.
No. And you know, I always say it, what goes around comes around. It will come around.
Do you know what? I don't actually care. I don't actually, you do. I know you do. You're like, yes, everyone deserves revenge.
You know why I care? You know why I care? Let me tell you why.
Let me tell you
something. I don't take revenge. I don't have energy.
Yeah.
I don't have energy. And I don't have 10 lives. I've only got one. I don't have energy. But I care because I cannot wait for the day where I see it unfold, the revenge. That's come from karma, not from me.
Yeah.
And that's why I care, because I'm just one of those people that just love to just see it.
People deserve their karma.
Yeah,
deserve
like
what's coming.
I just love to see it.
I'll be honest, I don't give a shit. I actually don't care. I care about the people that I love, but I've always been like this. I care about the people that I love. Like I'm really invested in them. I nurture my relationships. I love my people. Anyone else who's not in that bubble, couldn't give two shits about. I don't care what you're doing with your life. It's just like, I love my work.
Yeah.
I love my family. I love my friends. They're the things that like get my focus like 100%.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Yeah.
Zichamethon. I don't care. I don't have the brain space.
I know you don't. Because I know where we're going, and I know I can see the success in our in front of me, and I can see our life, and I can see Trime, and I can see all the women that we're going to help, and I can see everything.
Yeah.
Because I can see it, I'm excited for that, but also I'm just like, oh, it's gonna come back to you. And when it does, oh my God, the popcorn. Costco better be ready, because I'm going to buy all the fucking popcorn there is. And I'm just going to sit there and just watch.
It's something that she used to say was that we sit here and we do this and we're being ourselves, right? But actually all of the millions of women that are listening, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok or Spotify, YouTube, wherever you're listening, they see themselves in us.
Yeah.
And there's something really vindicating of when you've been oppressed your whole life or the majority of your life to then see this unfold in front of you and
Yeah.
you're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
like this is it, you know, like they are standing up for our rights. They do care. And it's true. We absolutely do
Yeah.
care.
Of course. Because I think the number one thing, and this goes back to like, how do you do this? How do you start a podcast? We care.
Yeah.
We center women, Albanian women, just like us, because we are women at the end of the day. We want the next generation and the generation after and the generation before us and before them to heal, but also to be comfortable to talk about all these topics that we're talking about. And a lot of women, because we both get messages, a lot of women that watch us, they see a part of Lejla in themselves, they see a part of Leo in themselves. Whoever sees me in themselves, like, God help you. But like, they see both of us, and they see the fact that we've got so much conviction to speak about these topics, and we don't care about anyone's opinions or anything. The only people that we actually go to for opinions is our own partners, and that's about it. Everyone else, as far as we're concerned, can send us a post, like a love letter of what they think, like, and it'll be shredded. Like, we don't care. Do what you want with it. So they see it and they're like, oh, like, I never thought someone like another woman would speak like that, especially an Albanian woman that's immigrated from Kosovo or Albania, wherever you've immigrated from. Because all of our guests, every single guest we've had on the podcast, a woman has seen themselves in them.
Whether it's our own stories, whether it's the stories we've shared, but there's something to be said about the fact that how women in our community have been so oppressed and so downtrodden on that even the space that we've created, people laughed at it because they thought, oh, that's not sustainable, that's never going to work. And actually, the more you downtrodden women, the more you oppress them, the more that they're going to come forward into spaces like this and fight.
Yeah, because you will always have honey seep through whatever it is, even through cement. You will always have those women.
I'm not trying to be honey. I'll be honest with you. I'm not trying to be honey.
It was just an analogy.
I'm not trying to be honey.
I'm not saying we are honey.
I'm trying to be special DX.
Oh my goodness. Check.
You know when people
Bruv,
like...
you were talking about the frog for like 5 minutes and I just sat here like listening to you, imagining about me burning in a pot. Like you're Janam and back. No, the analogy that I'm trying to use is everyone could try and build walls around us.
Yeah.
And the women that want to listen to us and are loyal to us will always seep through like
still
honey.
Find a way through.
Still find a way through.
I love that.
Because we're definitely not honey.
No, I'm not trying to be honey. I'm trying to be as DX as I possibly can be. I don't give a shit about being honey.
No.
Absolutely not.
Not in the space we are.
And you can't.
No.
You can't. Where has being nice as women in our community ever got women in our community? Where's it ever got you? It's just all of the daily sacrifices you have to make. You always last in everything. Yeah. And I'm just thinking about the everydayness of it. The more you bend on your boundaries, the more you become a little bit more flexible to other people. All they do is take the fucking piss.
Yeah. And they just add on more.
Yeah.
And more. And more.
And it's always just a little bit. And this is my point about the frog. It's always just a little bit at a time. Just a little bit more. And the goalpost is forever changing, forever shifting, forever moving further away. Nothing you do is good enough.
Yeah. Which is why I think what our mentor has really taught me is that yes, we are alone. Yes. But we are two really motivated and driven women. We're not, I don't even call us girls anymore. We're women.
Yeah.
We are the dynamic duo. We have a lot of intelligence between both of us, but we also have a lot of drive and confidence and knowledge and basically everything to just speed through.
Go for it. Yeah.
And there is nothing stopping us. Yeah. Any obstacle is just bam, boom, bam. Like, you know, we just
and believe me, ever since we started, this has been one obstacle after the other.
Honestly.
One after the other. However, though, one thing, something that I've learned myself in, you know, my own recovery journey is that moments like this, whilst I was devastated to read the email this morning. A year ago, it would have broken me. I'm not going to lie. I'd be like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Like, what's our next move? You know, I would be panicking. But now I'm like, it's cool. We've actually got this.
Yeah, because she gave us the toolbox.
Yeah.
She gave us the toolbox.
She gave us that really like that internal belief system that is now unshakable.
Yeah. And she also, I feel like she also grounded us. She gave us this toolbox. This is your strengths. These are your strengths. Go after this. Go after that. You've got this. Go for it. Don't let anyone stop you. Go for it. It's kind of like, you know, like my mum always used to say to me, Are you healthy, Paul? Aki calm, Paul. Do you have a head with a brain, Paul?
I don't know. Sometimes I question that myself.
Like and that's what she like instilled in me. Like, what does everyone have that I don't? But she really instilled in me that what does everyone have that I don't? And what everyone else has, unfortunately, is the fact that most successful people are men. So they've got the patriarchy on their side and their own gender. But what they don't have is the drive of a fucking woman.
Well, I always go back to the saying, and actually a friend of mine taught me this a good few years ago. She said, if not you, then who? And if not now, then when?
Yeah.
And I truly, fully believe that in myself now, that we are doing exactly what we should be doing. And there's something else that I've learned with being with her is that it's also okay to rest.
Yeah.
That we were going at like 100 miles an hour, like just
really.
We we were going at like 100 miles an hour, never stopping, not even stopping to come up for air. It was just like do. But she taught us that what is it that you're doing?
Yeah.
And I remember she said to me, why are you stressing over the things that you can't control? Invest in the things that you can control. Do what it is that you can control. Do your best at everything else. And the rest, you just have to let it play out.
Exactly.
And I was like, yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
It took a while for that to like really land with me, but she was 100% right. And that's why the last couple of weeks, like I've really just been taking time away from my work. I needed it for the sake of my mental health. I haven't been stressed about making content. I haven't been stressed about posting on TikTok, posting on our Instagram. I've just left it.
Yeah.
I've just left it so that I'm not overloaded. And it's taken me a while to get to this point where I'm not feeling guilt over it either. But I know that if I don't take this rest, because my body is exhausted, my body is caught up with all the trauma. Yeah. That's the reality. My body is caught up with all of the trauma. And now it's exhausted and it's begging me to stop. It's begging me to take some time out. And I have to listen to it.
You have to.
I have to listen to my body. That if I don't stop now to rest, there's no point of me continuing.
No.
I'll be broken by the end of it, and I won't produce good quality work. No matter whether it's the podcast, whether it's in the other areas of my work life, of my career, it's pointless.
And also, people that love us will see right through it. And when you're not doing anyone favors, that's the thing. You're not doing.
Yeah.
You're not pushing Trime forwards.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything. You're literally holding Trime back, back.
Well, yeah, because you're then practicing from a point of almost like desperation and not clarity.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm seeing now that I've taken this break. I'm seeing how much clearer I am when I have the space and time to just rest.
Yeah.
And this is the first time in my life that I ever just gave myself permission to just say, stop.
Yeah.
Put everything down. You are only going to end up destroying yourself. Nothing for me, my own personal life and my recovery is more important than giving myself the time to rest. That's what I need right now.
Yeah.
Maybe even 6 months ago, I wouldn't have been able to recognize this in myself.
Yeah.
And I would have keep going, you know me.
Yeah.
You know me. And I would just keep going like full force. But now it's like, no, I have to slow down. I have to slow down.
For your own, I've always said this to you. Your health and you are more important than anything else. if I don't have you by my side, then everything will crumble. Just like if you don't have me, well, you didn't have me for 2 weeks.
Oh, I did crumble. I'm not going to lie. I fell completely apart.
But
100%.
it's the same. Like, if I don't have you, then I will crumble. If you don't
Yeah.
have me, then, you know, you will crumble and Trime will cease to exist.
Mhm.
And you have to take that break for your own mental health, but also for your family, because there are some things that are priceless, which is health, mental health, health in general. Those are priceless.
Yeah.
Once it's lost, it's gone.
Absolutely.
There is no amount of money in this world that can ever replace it.
Yeah. But I think also it wasn't just needing to rest, because anyone can tell you to rest. Like, I say it to you all the time, which reminds me, have you gone for your massage yet? No, of
I
course
was
I-
fucking hoping.
yeah.
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me.
No. You can tell people to rest, but if they don't believe that they deserve the rest,
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. They're not going
Yeah.
to stop. But my body is now, it believes it. It feels it. My
Yeah.
nervous system has had enough.
Yeah. And you're still busy.
And I'm still
You're still busy. And it's just like, you know.
But this is the thing, is I've done this to myself, trying to run away from everything, trying to avoid, you know, all the trauma, trying to avoid my own feelings. That I busied myself with so much work. Like, my career came before absolutely everything, that now that I want to stop and rest, I actually can't fully, because there's so much to do.
Yeah.
And that's my own doing. And I wish I hadn't done that to myself. But hindsight's 2020. Like, you know, you don't know it until you know it, kind of thing. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Exactly.
Other than just give myself the grace to slow down, take a step back, and look after myself right now.
Exactly. And to be fair, a lot of the work that you are doing outside of your full-time job, you thankfully, thank God, have a lot of people around you as well that are on the same project, helping and, you know, championing that project with you. So hindsight is 2020, but the positive is that you're here, you can recognize it, you have taken a step back, and you are letting people do what they need to do.
Oh my God, that's it, isn't it? I really am.
Yeah.
Oh God. Ooh.
Because this time last year, you would have called me every single day. And I would have been like, bitch, just
Lejla, what do you want from me?
Just stop. You need to
What do you
stop.
want?
You need to stop. You need to stop. I mean, the Lejla of last year to this year is completely different. Both of us are completely different.
We are, definitely.
But the Lejla of last year to this year, you would have been in panic mode. So much so that you would have transferred that panic onto everyone else. And it kind of, you know, when you light a firework and it just builds pressure, and then
loads of people have described it as a firework before. You're not the first.
So, you know, but I'm happy and I'm proud that you're here, because bitch, I cannot do this without you. Like, I need you to be healthy.
I've only been able to get here because of the safe relationships. And I bang on about this like ad nauseum on these podcasts about creating safety in your own life, right? But the relationship that we've built together as well, like, you've proved to me, not that you had anything to prove, it's not you, it's the belief system that I had, that I didn't think I'd ever be able to find a safe friendship with an Albanian woman. I didn't think that was possible.
Same.
And that turned into like a sisterhood, you know, like an actual soul connection. But you've proved that that is possible, that there is so much safety in connections and relationships like this. You know, the other week when I said I went to meet Bella's friend's mum, and I was like, oh my gosh, she was just like you, Leo. Like, I just loved her. She was her energy was, I loved it. And I said to you, I was like, I wouldn't have been able to recognize that had it have not been for meeting you and you just being yourself.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
But it's true that I always say, like, you talk yourself down and you're going to stop doing that. I'm putting my foot down.
You know what? I actually need to go training. Like, I need someone to, like, get a hammer and hammer it into my head, because I just don't know how to express. You know, when people say it's so hard to speak about yourself, I find it so hard.
But how do you know if no one's taught you? If no one's taught you the skill, it's in there, it's in you. Like, I've seen that from day one in you. Like, that's why I came to you and was like, will you come and do this with me? Like, I can't imagine doing this with anyone else now. And like, I took, it wasn't even a risk for me for taking that risk, you know, messaging you, because I saw it in you from day one.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the skills and you don't have the toolbox, you don't know how you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Until
exactly.
someone teaches you.
Yeah, exactly. But I think I need to go somewhere to someone.
Don't worry.
And just be like,
I know
can
the
you
right
please
people.
teach me how to speak about myself? Because you know what it is? I think it's, you know, when growing up so much like, don't say that. Don't say this.
That's my
don't say that.
point.
Don't say
We
this.
don't nurture girls in our community to talk about themselves highly.
Exactly. And it's always making you feel, making yourself, not because I almost sometimes feel like I'm coming across too much, like too big-headed or too much. If I say something like, oh, you know, I do this and I do that and I love doing this, because actually I love doing a lot of what I do. Like, it's a passion. But if I speak too much about it, I genuinely sometimes feel like, oh, maybe I'm too much and
Never
too intimidating. The intimidating part, I actually don't care. But
you can't be too much of yourself. You are just being who you are.
Yeah.
And that's not too much. It's just who Leo is.
Yeah. I need to own it. I don't have a problem showing who I am. You know that. I actually don't care. But I have, the blockage just starts when I have to speak as like in front of people that have
Says the woman
careers and
who is
stuff.
on a podcast, who goes viral on a weekly basis, who we've had over 7 million people tune into what we say. And you're telling me you're nervous to talk in front of people.
I'm not nervous to talk in front of people. I'm nervous to talk in front of people about myself.
By yourself, yeah. No, I hear that.
That's because I'm, you know, opinions, and I've been part of panels and I've spoken up for women. I actually, like, I love it. Genuinely, I love it. It's not that I do it intentional. It's just that's how I've been raised, unfortunately. I've always had to raise my voice. I've always had to be, you know, the second mother and whatever it is. I've always had to fight. So when I speak in front of people, I speak more as an authoritarian. And I know I've got that vibe when I speak in front of people.
But you should speak like that because you are the expert in what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a no-brainer. You're the expert. That's why you get called to do certain things. And you have to believe that for yourself.
Yeah. So if you're watching and you want to call us on a panel, please send us an email, info@trime.co.uk. I'm serious.
So whilst we are absolutely devastated to lose actually probably a very integral part of our little team here, we're not going to stop. No. We're just going to keep going. And we do have some other exciting news to share at the end of the month. We are going to up to Bolton to a huge business event where we will be introducing a podcast to a massive community over there. We're really excited about that. And then in March next year, we're actually going to be expoing at Manchester Arena.
I cannot wait. And we've also got the next few episodes we've got with some really exciting guests that we've spent a lot of weeks trying to get on. So that's also exciting. And we've got more episodes on our vlogs coming up.
Yes, we do, yeah.
We're just busy. I mean, the festive months are coming.
I'm busy resting right now, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, you're busy resting.
You'll get the vlogs when you get there. I'm putting me first for once.
Yeah, no, you should. You should. But definitely, if you watch this far, please subscribe to the podcast. It really helps. And like and share and leave a comment. Leave us a pineapple comment. Thank you.
Pineapple comment.